Hey guys, welcome back to Woods Tree Farm. I'm Phil, and it's been a while since I've given you an update on kind of improvements and stuff around the property. So let me fill you in here on today's video, and then we're going to get to work on one of these projects. I have 5 major projects going on at once here, and it all stems from the rental of one piece of equipment. I have a 18,000 pound excavator right down there, and we have used it for the past several weeks already. The first thing that we did was clean up around the pond. There was all sorts of trees and brush and other debris around the pond, and we had been chipping away at this since we acquired this property over 4 years ago, because we knew that if we could clear around the pond, we would have an awesome view across to where our Christmas trees are planted, which you can see here now. This is the impression that our customers are going to get as they approach our property, as they enter our property, and that is exactly what we envisioned when we bought this place. But before we could get there, there were a lot of trees and a lot of brush and stuff that needed to get cleared from around that pond, and we did a lot of it manually, and we finished it with the excavator. Now there's still a bunch of sediment and other debris around the pond. We're going to work on cleaning that up in the next couple of weeks here, and do a final grade all around the pond and all that stuff. But we kind of just wanted to do the excavator focused stuff first while we had the machine, and we'll come back and do some other stuff with the equipment that we have. Now the pond was one project. I told you there's 5. The second one is right down where the excavator is now. This is a big hillside that was full of mature trees. We've cleared all those trees, and we are going to put a small home, a double wide, down there on the hillside. So we had to excavate a level spot. I'll show you more of that in a future video. And I've talked in previous videos about some improvements for our Christmas tree lot. So each of the last couple Christmases after our selling season wrapped up, I've done recap videos, and in those recap videos I have talked about things that I want to do different and things I want to improve upon, and I just never had, time, energy, or money to make some of those things happen until now. And so we're doing all of these things at once with that excavator here. So rather than just clearing the home site down the hill, we cleared this entire hillside all the way up to what was, or what is still, our main parking area, which is up here past the gate. So in the past, customers had to walk from up there where those mature trees are all the way down to here where the red building is, and back and forth with their Christmas trees. It's a bit of a haul, and for the customers that wanted help, it's a lot of work for our workers. So I wanted to try to get some parking down closer, and with this all cleared out now, we can actually plan a loading zone so customers will be able to drive down, turn around, and load their cars right here where they pick them up, rather than everyone hauling them way back up the hill. So that's another thing. The fourth thing is we want to expand our retail Christmas tree lot area. So there was a row of dense cedar trees here. They're all on the ground now. They need to get cleaned up, but we'll be able to put all of our Christmas tree display area, all of our retail tree lot area up the hill here, closer to the parking area, because we're going to create some more space for us that way. And then the last thing, and what we're going to get working on in today's video, is this is something that we knew we were going to have to do eventually, but we found to let our business grow over the last couple years. And as our events have gotten bigger, and as we have more customers here every time we do an event, we need to make a major investment in improving kind of the infrastructure for that traffic and for that larger customer base. So all the way up here, walking up there now, we have only had one lane on our driveway since we bought this place, and at times when people are coming and going, that makes it a little bit tricky for them. So we have now, and I've started to excavate this, a wider driveway setup. We had to install an additional section of culvert down there in the drainage area, and I need to finalize the grade for this, get the drainage right, and then in a day or two the gravel is going to show up. So let me grab the tractor. We're going to work on that drainage today, and then in the subsequent videos I'll fill you in on some of these other projects. So that's that. Let's get to it. To do this grading, I'm going to use the box blade on the tractor, at least to start. It's kind of dry right now. The ground's gotten really hard. This might not be the most efficient tool. We might grab the excavator, scar up the area that we want to grade, and then come back with this, but we'll see how it goes. I have the box blade set with a little bit of an angle. In case you don't know or aren't familiar with tractors, there is an adjustable link on this side that it's like a threaded rod, and you can thread it in or thread it out, and that will change the angle of the implement on the back. And you can see on the dirt mark that I've adjusted it so that there's more rod showing now, and that will lower that side of the implement. We'll go see how it digs. I might need to adjust it some more, but let's quit talking and get to work. What I tried to do here was just spread out the soil that I was digging out with each pass, and the more I could get it spread to the left of where I was digging, the more I was going to build that area up slightly, and then it would change the angle of the tractor as it's digging and going downhill there, and it would make more of a ditch on the side. Though I wasn't really trying to dig a ditch per se, I just wanted to make sure there was enough slope, enough grade, that the water would drift off to the right and flow down the hill there. A combination of pushing with the box blade and back dragging with the loader, I think did a pretty good job at smoothing things out. So after working that back and forth a little bit, I went and got the level. We're going to check it out here. I've done some of this before just by sight, and I've been wrong plenty of times before. This doesn't need to be perfect, but I do want the water to run to the side of the driveway and then down along this little bank that we excavated until it gets down there by the power line trail. So I just need to go ahead and double check this, and then that'll tell us the places that we need to dig some more, if we need to dig any more. Yeah, so see, from back there, it looked like this needed to be dug out more, but I've already got over half a bubble worth of slope here. So the water is already going to run to that side in this spot. We'll check further downhill. So I made a little X right here, from here down to that little clump of grass. You probably don't know which one I'm talking about, but another 30-foot section or so. 10 minutes work, we'll have this fixed up. That's all looking pretty good. Now the gravel delivery is going to be like 2 days from now. I have a chance now to use the excavator, use my truck, use my tractor, drive over this as much as we can, as much as we need to make sure it's all good and packed down before we bring stone in. I'm not going to use the fabric. Instead, I'm just going to get the chunky number 3 stone, use that as the base layer, and then we're going to come back over with a finer stone or maybe even asphalt millings as the top layer. But I figured we'll get the number 3 stone down, we'll drive on it for a week or two, and then we'll do the finished grade with the millings or whatever finer stone we can get a hold of. Let me know what you guys think of the job here. The tractor, by the way, which I've had since 2019, now has 560 hours on it, and it has been, over the last month since we've gotten the excavator, it has been working hard. It is moving all kinds of dirt, doing a lot of grading, doing a lot of grapple work, picking up brush, and it is just kicking butt. So if you're looking for a compact tractor that's got the guts to get the job done, that Kubota L3901 is definitely one to consider. And I've got a bunch of tractor videos out there. If you're a Christmas tree farmer and you're looking for a general use tractor, it's not terrible, but I have learned that it is a little too big for our Christmas tree rows. So in the future, I'm probably going to be looking for something a little bit smaller, definitely something more narrow, so that I can do more work in and among the trees with the tractor. But anyway, I'll quit talking. We need to wrap this video up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna have some more of our different construction projects coming for you on a future video. But until then, hope you have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.